Hey there, Gabriel Nicoche here, King of Orion, author of Tilt, and a bunch of other nonsense. I just wanted to demo another way that any player, anybody, everybody, can PvP any of Echoes. I have here a lovely little slasher, the same from the last demo that I made. It's a civilian craft. It has, like, nothing on it. Cost 5,000 ISK to procure. I bought 20 of them. I imported them using the regional delivery system to Uemon. That's Uniform, Echo, Mike, Oscar, November. Bordering Pala to harass the ODSF and the folks out there. There happens to be an unstable wormhole route that I am patrolling in this little slasher, just orbiting. I've basically automated myself. It's a camera. I throw my phone on the AC so it doesn't overheat, and I plug it into a charger so it just chills, and I step away, and it just racks up time for Concord missions and monitors this unstable wormhole route. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, why would you do that? There's nothing. There is absolutely no combat effectiveness to this little civilian craft. But it's not supposed to be combat effective. It is a guard. It's a first line of defense, which means it's a trigger, a tripwire. I know that ODSF, King, NILF, and a bunch of other corporations like to use this particular wormhole route. There's a wreath that's been going back and forth that I've been harassing with my destroyer transports as it goes through, basically slowing it down, and what I have done here is created a full stop. That wreath doesn't know what I have equipped. They don't know if I'm tackle, they don't know if I'm a camera for someone else, they don't know what's going on. And so if they want to go through, they have to deal with me. Now, I'm not playing, I'm not in the game, I'm just orbiting, just hanging out, monitoring a little sensor to see the response time that goes through. I started doing this about 15 minutes ago. If I get killed, the kill mail will give me a timestamp and it'll let me know, okay, this is the rate of traffic going through. And if I really wanted to get technical with it, I could plug that data into a spreadsheet, calculate that out into a bit of information regarding the specific route, and use that to plan operations in the future, like what times people are actually hunting, or what times people are moving the goods. And using that information, I could gather a group of my friends in their own cheap craft small ships to corner and kill the wreath as it passes. Whether it's the wreath or some other transport too. I don't have a camera, I'm not actually recording this, and I'm not going to review the footage, but it's the Panopticon mentality. Now, for those who don't know, the Panopticon was this prison. It was designed by some wise guy who had more knowledge than sense, and it is essentially a guard tower in the middle of a circle of jail cells. And from that guard tower, the individual can see every person within the jail cells. And jail cell folks can't see the guard. They don't know that if they're watching. But they do know that they outnumber the guard, like, by thousands. And so, this is the conundrum. Do the prisoners misbehave, knowing that the guard may be watching them? And the answer is, like, if they're smart, they can. They just have to do it sporadically. They have to do it in small doses. So this slasher, this guard that I have set up to monitor this pass, it's a paper tiger. It's a threat that, like, isn't actually a threat, but it looks threatening to someone who will run away from conflict. Now, those thrashers that I posted, that I used to tickle and attack, they've got that wreath on edge. This little slasher, let's see if it'll hold the line. Now, if the wreath is smart, they can move on by. They can move past the slasher without incident. If the wreath is more scared than smart, they're not going to use this route. They're going to go grab another ship, come back, and kill the slasher. If they're really smart, they'll just buy their own civilian slasher and investigate. I don't think that's the case, because everybody likes the blingy nonsense. They don't think about the effectiveness of their actions. I've effectively created a 5,000 ISK bubble. Interdictors and heavy interdictors are like 100 million to outfit at a pace. But because of the nature of this terrain, I can do the same thing for way less. And now, this little subsection of the Cobalt Edge is my playground. At about 2 to 30, there is a station that's going offline. I'll try and jump on and record the actions as they occur there, but I might not have my laptop handy because I've still got a lot more moving to do. So, anyway, if you are a new player looking to get into PvP, here's how, here's where, and like, even if you die, you have served a purpose. Nothing is disposable. And what do I mean by that? Objects have their uses, right? There are affordances based on what the purpose of that object is. These civilian frigates, their purpose is to act as a sensor. They are cameras. Now, NetEase doesn't like cameras posting up out in nullsec, so they make it so you can't have access to chat to monitor people as they pass through. But if you've got like disposable 5,000 ISK critters orbiting at 100 kilometers off, they can't really tell if you're a bot or not. And people going through that, you know, want to eat targets don't recognize that you're bait. You're bait for information. You're not bait for combat, necessarily. So that's what the purpose is behind this little dude. And he can turn a profit, he can grab planetary materials if he survives. He doesn't need to. He's doing fine as it is. The dude abides. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good one. Thanks. Bye.